the Steelers' decision to release cornerback Steven Nelson. I get it. This means that Cam Sutton's going to be the corner starting opposite Joe Hayden. The concern I have is the depth the Steelers have at the cornerback position, and hopefully that's something that they can address during the 2021 NFL draft.
Yeah, Steven Nelson. I like Steve. It's just Pittsburgh right now with their cap situation, man. It's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying, Mark? So, just my thoughts and my personal opinion. They was asking Steve for a pay cut. Steve didn't want to take the pay cut, so they had to terminate his contract. And they just signed Cam Sutton, so they wanted to move on in a different direction. And they probably get 2 cornerbacks late round, mid to late round in this draft. So the Pittsburgh Steelers know what they're doing. Hopefully they hit on some of these cornerbacks, because of late, they really haven't been hitting on that secondary unless they get somebody from free agency. So we'll see what the Pittsburgh Steelers do, but hopefully they're heading in the right direction. My cousin is a huge fan of Cam Sutton. I'm still upset that Mike Hilton left, but of course, the young man had to go get his money. That's going to be the most important part for me. Who's going to line up in that slot? And I'm guessing Cam will line up in that slot, and they're going to find a young outside corner to play on sub packages, because Cam was very, very productive in that slot position when Mike Hilton was hurt.
See, this makes more sense to me because I know Sutton can play on the outside if he needs to. If you want to play him at the nickelback position that Hilton had great success, I think he's a little bit better in coverage than Hilton was. But the signing of Sutton makes more sense to me. Sutton was a guy I got to watch at the start of his career when he was playing at the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
He was a playmaker for the Volunteers all the way back to his college days. So when I worked in Knoxville, he was one of the defensive playmakers for the Volunteers. He will now get his opportunity in the NFL. But like I said, and I hate to put this out there, we know Joe Hayden has missed time the last few seasons. He's starting to get up in age. It's not that I don't think that Hayden or Sutton can play, but if either of those two guys go down, you're pretty thin at that position as it stands right now. So that's the concern that I have. But like I said, this is something I would imagine that the Steelers would go out and draft a corner when the NFL draft gets underway. First round gets underway on April 29th and then goes for the next 2 days after that. So that's a position I think that the Steelers will need to address in the NFL draft.